Hi, so we want to talk about today managing senders. And managing senders is when you want to send out a communication and you're going to send it out from like a generic email address of your community, which would end in like these email addresses. And or maybe you were on this list and you need to change it in the main domain email smarter mail web system, and you realize that your new position's not on here and you need to create one, then you would just simply click on Manage Senders, enter the sender name, which would be one of these, something like this. It could be like Playgroup. Here's one that I was playing around with earlier, and an email address, which would be playgroup@demohoa.com. So this would be your email address. That's that generic email address, and this is your sender name. And this reply to, if you were doing it one time, or you wanted to forward it on, you could put something in here, but we're going to change that in the main Smarter Mail system. So right now, category. Ours is, for this example, let's say it's member related. It'll come up in the category when it goes out in members, and we're going to save that. If there's anything that we need to edit or delete, we can do that from these buttons right here. That's no big deal. But let's just assume for right now that everything's fine, and this is going to be that kind of generic email address that we're going to send stuff from when we create this communication that we needed to. When I talk about the mail system, that smarter mail system, that's something that your webmaster usually access. I'm going to show you what it looks like so that you know what I'm talking about. Hold on one sec. Let me find that for you. Let's say here. Let's open this up. Here. Okay, so here's where we are logging into the Smarter Mail system. Every website will have a Smarter Mail system box, and your webmaster usually has it. It's usually webmaster@yourcommunity.com or .org, and a password. And I'm going to log in so you can see what it looks like. Some new features. Okay, and right here, the way it's set up, you would go under Settings, and we are going to create a user for that playgroup or that playground or playgroup mailbox that we're going to start sending a bunch of communications from. And I'm going to need a reply to so that if somebody's trying to contact me, then that it'll come back. It won't just end up in cyberspace or bounce, or I just want to make sure that I'm going to get those back. And if there was a web address that we needed to change because you're a new board member, then you would do that here as well. So I'm going to create a new one real fast. We're going to call this play group, and create a password, which is, I'm going to put something in. It's going to be different for everyone who creates this. This is the one that I'm going to use for this one. And here's where I'm going to forward. So the forwarding address is usually an address that's going to show up when people want to reply. I'm going to put this as like my forwarding address, so that when I save this into the system and somebody wants to reply, then that's the mailbox that it's going to go back to. So it has somewhere to go. So now you can see that I have one for Playgroup. Now, if this is like a position that is going to change in the next couple of years, or at some point somebody's going to take over for me, then I'm just going to edit this forwarding address. and it will go to the new person. So maybe it would be, you know, Clyde or whoever. It could be anybody. So I'm sure he doesn't want that. But then I would just click save and it would go back. Ah, that's funny. But for now, we'll just keep it. Oh my goodness, nobody's gonna get that. And me, and Mandy, and it will come to me. And that's how you set up your managed senders.